think about mainstream media within the last 20 years, became very corporatized. The news used to be a place where you learned about what was happening in the world, and then it became about ratings. And Facebook came around at the perfect time because life unfolds perfectly at all times. So Facebook rose up when media corporatization made it so that people couldn't get their news from television anymore. So I always love Facebook. I've been able to experience people that I wouldn't normally speak to, get to know perspectives that I wouldn't have normally been introduced to. And this week was actually the only time that Facebook ever hurt my feelings, when it was revealed, a spoiler from Grey's Anatomy was revealed before I was ready to learn about it. But I forgave everything, forgave Facebook for that, and appreciated the value for what it brings to the table. And as what's been occurring in Baltimore has been occurring, there's been a prevalence of all kinds of voices that have come through. But on top of that, we get to learn about the heroes that the mainstream media isn't talking about. We get to have conversations. The woman who hit her son out of frustration after finding out that he was looting. We got to have a conversation about hitting children. The people who cleaned up, the people who came together in the community and helped clean up. Those are the stories we don't see because they're not commercial enough, but everyone on Facebook is talking about them. People are encouraging people not to call looters animals by saying, hey, we don't need to do this, these are people. So I want to bring in some quotes that I found on Facebook, because what better time to do that than talking about it. This was a meme, and it wasn't cited, and I suppose I could have Googled it, but clearly I only get my news from Facebook, so. It goes this way. Be a reflection of what you'd like to see in others. If you want love, give love. If you want honesty, give honesty. If you want respect, give respect. You get in return what you give. And one more from Stephen Aitchison. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Could have Googled that too. If it was on Facebook, I would know. Open-minded people do not impose their beliefs on others. They accept that we all have a different perspective on life and do their own thing in peace and without judgment. So I just invite you to take a moment to take those words into prayer. I invite you to close your eyes, get comfortable, and contemplate for a moment on what peace is, on what love is, how this is what each of us are. Our inherent spiritual nature is peace, is divine love, is divine truth. And as experiences unfold, as the divine nature of the universe, that we have the opportunity to love it all, to be love, to see it, to express that way, to give people space to be who they are and love them anyway, to know divine truth at all times. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to speak this in Facebook, up here, in conversation, to live as love, as truth at all times. And I'm grateful for everyone here to have decided to dedicate themselves to spiritual practice, to being love, to seeing love, to expressing as love. And I am so grateful to know that we take this love energy and expand it, express it throughout the entire universe. And in gratitude, I just let this be so, as together we say,
And so it is. Be loved.